Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Talk Lucy channel, everyone. We are so incredibly happy to have you tuning in for another helpful episode today. Right now, we are going to dive straight into a very important workplace topic that honestly makes almost every single employee feel a little bit nervous, stressed, or uncomfortable. We are talking about how to communicate and talk effectively with your boss. Whether you need to ask your manager for a well-deserved salary raise, share some deeply frustrating bad news about a failing project, or simply sit down to navigate your regular weekly update meeting, speaking with your leadership can sometimes feel like walking through a dangerous minefield. But please do not worry at all, because today, Tom and I are going to break down the absolute best and simplest communication strategies to make all of these difficult workplace conversations smooth, highly productive, and completely stress-free. It all truly comes down to having the right professional mindset and doing your preparation beforehand.
You are so absolutely right about that, Lucy. It is honestly so funny and relatable how our hearts instantly start racing at top speed the exact moment our boss sends us a quick, unexpected message saying, "Hey, do you have just 5 minutes to chat in my office?" Instantly, our anxious brains start to assume the absolute worst case scenario possible, like we are about to get fired. But we completely forget that corporate managers are actually just regular, ordinary human beings who are simply trying their best to get things done. And they actually rely very heavily on our honest feedback and daily support to succeed. Today, we really want to help you shift that stressful perspective completely around. We are going to share some highly practical step-by-step tips during this podcast episode so that you can approach your very next one-on-one meeting with absolute confidence, deep breathing, and a completely clear, organized plan in your mind.
That exact psychological dynamic is incredibly real and common, Tom. The deep anxiety of speaking to a supervisor can truly paralyze your career growth if you let it control you. I strongly believe that the absolute first and most important rule of talking to your boss is to never, ever come to them with just a long, messy list of complaints and problems. If something is going seriously wrong on a major project, that is completely fine and normal, but you should always make sure to bring at least 1 or 2 realistic potential solutions along with you to the meeting. Doing this clearly shows your manager that you are being highly proactive, taking true ownership of your job role, and actively trying your best to make their difficult job a little bit easier. That is a wonderful professional quality that every single manager deeply appreciates and rewards in the long run.
Exactly, Lucy. Being known as a reliable problem solver rather than just a constant problem reporter sets you apart from the crowd instantly. Another highly crucial element to master is choosing the absolute perfect time for these important career discussions. You definitely do not want to catch your busy boss right before they have to deliver a major presentation to the company executives, or when they are visibly stressed out and running late. Timing is truly everything in the fast-paced corporate world. It is always the best idea to schedule a formal, dedicated meeting directly onto their digital calendar, or simply utilize your regular weekly check-ins. This ensures that you both have the proper mental space and quiet time to focus your full attention entirely on the conversation, without any unwanted distractions or rushing through the points.
That is an incredibly excellent and practical point about choosing the right timing, Tom. Now, let's pivot our conversation slightly and talk about a really massive career milestone that everyone faces: explicitly asking for a promotion or a salary raise. This specific topic is usually where people get the most terrified and tongue-tied. The great secret to success here is to base your entire conversational argument on solid data, clear performance metrics, and undeniable facts, rather than just talking about your personal emotions or your rising monthly bills. Before you walk into that room, You need to come fully prepared with a specific, written list of your recent major achievements, the successful projects you have personally led, the extra responsibilities you have gladly taken on, and the tangible financial value you have actively brought to the entire team over the past year.
I completely and totally agree with that data-driven strategy, Lucy. When you confidently show your manager the actual numbers, positive client reviews, and clear evidence of your daily hard work, it becomes incredibly difficult for them to argue against your request or dismiss you. But what exactly happens if the final answer is still a disappointing no? That is the negative outcome that absolutely everyone dreads the most. If your boss denies your request for a raise, the absolute worst thing you can do in that moment is get highly defensive, angry, or emotional. Instead, you should stay completely calm, thank them for their time, and ask them for specific, actionable feedback regarding exactly what professional skills or goals you need to achieve over the next 6 months to successfully get that yes next time.
That is the ultimate professional tip right there, Tom. Turning a temporary career rejection into a clear, highly structured roadmap for your future success is exactly how you win in the business world. Now, let's openly discuss another highly uncomfortable workplace situation, which is delivering bad news to your leadership. Maybe an important client is extremely unhappy with your service, or a major project deadline is definitely going to be missed this week. The golden rule to follow here is absolute honesty combined with rapid speed. Do not ever try to hide your mistakes, minimize the damage, or just secretly hope that the problem magically goes away on its own. You must tell your boss as early as possible. Explain exactly what happened in plain language and immediately outline the clear steps you are already taking to fix it.
Hiding your mistakes always backfires drastically on your career, Lucy. Managers absolutely hate being completely surprised by bad news, especially if they hear it from someone else or in front of their own upper management during a big meeting. If you are brave and tell them early, you actually give them a valuable chance to protect you, support your decisions, and help guide the final solution. Now, what about our everyday, casual communication? Not every single conversation with your manager is going to be a huge corporate crisis or a stressful salary negotiation. How do we properly handle casual, daily updates without completely overwhelming their already crowded email inbox? I personally think that extreme clarity and keeping things very brief is the absolute best way to show respect for a busy manager's limited time and energy.
You absolutely hit the nail on the head with that one, Tom. Organized bullet points are truly your best friend when you are communicating with company leadership. Whenever you need to send a daily or weekly update email, you should always keep it short, sweet, and focused purely on the big picture. Your busy boss does not need to read a long, dramatic novel about every single tiny detail of your afternoon schedule. They honestly just want to know 3 basic things: the current status of your tasks, any major roadblocks you are currently facing, and your next clear steps. Being brief and concise clearly demonstrates that you highly respect their time, and it also makes it much easier for them to quickly reply with an approval so you can keep working.
That is so incredibly true, Lucy. Let's also talk about the beautiful art of active listening during these manager meetings. Sometimes we get so caught up in our own heads, thinking about what we want to say next, that we completely stop processing what our boss is actually telling us in the moment. When your manager is giving you constructive feedback or calmly critiquing your recent work, try your absolute best not to interrupt them mid-sentence or let immediate feelings of defensiveness take over your mind. Take a slow, deep breath Listen very carefully to their unique perspective, and then politely repeat back what you understood in your own words. This simple habit ensures that you are both completely aligned on the exact expectations and goals moving forward.
Active listening is a total communication superpower in the workplace, Tom. It easily prevents so many unnecessary misunderstandings and silly mistakes from happening. Another wonderful thing to consider is taking the time to deeply understand your boss's specific preferred communication style. Every manager is different. Some prefer receiving a formal, detailed weekly email report, while others absolutely love having a quick, casual chat over a cup of coffee in the break room. Some leaders want to see every single piece of data and spreadsheet, while others just want a quick, high-level verbal summary. If you can smartly adapt your personal communication style to match their preferences, your professional relationship with them will become instantly stronger, much more enjoyable, and highly effective for your entire career.
That is a brilliant and essential insight, Lucy. Learning to adapt to their personal style makes daily office life so much easier for everyone involved. To wrap things up neatly today, I really want to remind all of our wonderful listeners that your boss is ultimately supposed to be your partner in your career journey, not your enemy. They genuinely want the entire team to succeed, which naturally means they want you to grow, thrive, and succeed in your role too. When you finally begin to view your relationship with your manager as a helpful collaboration, the fear completely disappears. Prepare well, stay calm, always focus on solutions, and you will easily master the art of talking with your boss.
Well said, Tom. That is unfortunately all the time we have for today's educational episode on Talk Lucy. We truly hope these practical, easy-to-understand tips help you face your very next manager meeting with complete confidence, a big smile, and total ease. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, leave us a nice review, and share this helpful episode with a coworker or friend who might need a little extra boost of confidence in the office today. Thank you all so much for listening to us talk. We appreciate you more than you know. We will definitely see you next time with another great English lesson. Goodbye, everyone, and have a fantastic week ahead.